Well, I could guarantee you I've never had somebody barking in my grill. And I could also guarantee you that half of these little cupcakes won't bark in my grill for more than a couple seconds. I could tell you that much, man. And it's not about being a tough guy. It's just a matter of how you carry yourself out there. Hey, what's up, YouTube? You already know it's AllCity Live TV. And thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about wagers and side bets that are taking place within the NBA 2K community. What do you guys think about these wagers and side bets? I gotta tell you, man, it's a little worrisome to me, considering that 2K20 is not really a full and complete game. Like, I don't feel that the devs invested all they could have within the game. All the issues and problems that people encounter with builds and badges not functioning properly, and the game just itself, server issues, things like this, all of these factors. And then you got people wagering their car payments, their mortgage, or their rent straight away within a game that's not fully complete. Not to mention, you add this large amount of money that people are wagering on NBA 2K20, add the outside factors like how the community can be highly toxic. The homie Nadex just lost like 4 stacks if I'm not mistaken, and in one of those wager series they fried the whole stage. So it's like, come on, man, you're dealing within a community that's not completely organized to handle wager matches. This is my own personal thoughts and opinions on it. You could barely get, a certain level of communication within a regular game without somebody barking in your ear, talking about you suck, you're trash, you're ugly. Like, you little cupcake, what, you only like handsome or cute live streamers? Like, go ahead and go somewhere, man. I just mean to say there's a lack of honor and integrity within the community. A huge portion of the community is lacking honor and integrity, and it's an online world, so there's a certain level of anonymity within this community, and they could just change their PSN name or their Xbox username. They could just change their YouTube name or Twitter name. So there's a certain level of anonymity where people don't have to hold or stay steadfast within honor or integrity. It's not absolutely necessary for a lot of people. So taking all of these factors into consideration, it's like, man, you add a lot of money on top of this, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a good look. And in my opinion, I think it could be detrimental to the 2K community or people that are trying to make a living on or with 2K community. It could be really tough out there. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on these wagers and side bets. I think it's interesting. I like the idea. When I think of Ticino holding wagers, I see a certain level of honor and integrity, because I think he conducts himself in a proper way. That if he makes a bet and he knows he's going live with it, it's kind of say, you're gonna get your money if he takes an L. You got to give your money if he gets a W out there. So when you think of Ticino, you think that there's a certain level of organization within the wager. But some of these other wagers that are taking place, I cannot say I look at it with the same level of honor and integrity. I can't say that I would trust a lot of these other wager matches or the people involved within these wager matches to uphold the bets that they're making, to uphold the wager and pay up. Like the other homie that played against Ticino and tried to take a stack from him as well, didn't want to honor that bet and instead said, I'm just gonna leave the 2K community. You think that boy's leaving the 2K community? Nah, he's gonna change his PSN or Xbox username. He's gonna change his YouTube name and just go from there. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem that I find, that this online world allows you room where you don't necessarily need a certain level of integrity. You don't need to stand by this. My era, I grew up differently. Principles, having this honor and respect is how you conducted yourself as a man. These are the factors that made you up as a man. This generation is way different because of this online world. This is why you get these little cupcake boys barking on, whenever you go live, or they want to be toxic and try to get somebody upset. This is what they do, only because they know there's a certain level of anonymity that this online world provides you. Outside of that, I could almost guarantee you I could guarantee you I've never had somebody barking in my grill. And I could also guarantee you that half of these little cupcakes won't bark in my grill for more than a couple seconds. I could tell you that much, man. And it's not about being a tough guy. It's just a matter of how you carry yourself out there. And unfortunately, a good portion of the 2K community can be highly toxic. And that's the scary part when you add this amount of money within wager matches. And the reason why I'm bringing this up now also is because this amount of money is going to continue to increase. It's already up to 1,000 per game and 2,000 per game, things like this. When you start going into 10,000 and 20,000, what's going to happen when you out 10,000? And you can't do nothing about it? You think people are gonna be paying up like that? I don't see it happening. If it does, all power be to the 2K community for upholding a certain level of organization within the community, upholding a certain level of entertainment for the community, because it could be a beautiful thing if it was organized properly. I think if these wager matches were properly organized and there was contracts involved within these wager matches, that's another huge issue as well, is that there's no contracts for these wager matches where people could settle this out in the court of law if things went sideways. If people didn't honor these wagers, if they could settle this out in the court of law. But unfortunately, I don't think that would ever be the case. The first person to introduce contracts would be making the smartest decision when thinking about wager matches. You're not dealing with people that are more inclined to honor these wager matches. In fact, in my opinion, the good majority of people that you're dealing with are more inclined to just move on and not honor these bets or wagers that they're making, whether it be a side bet or a complete wager match. It's not absolutely necessary for them to honor this bet or this wager. So I feel like that's the scary part. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on these wager matches, but for me, I feel like it's a little scary. I think we're on thin ice and it could go either way. I'm just worried that there's going to be more detrimental to the 2K community. Those are my thoughts on wager matches and side bets. If you guys can leave your thoughts within the comment section, I would greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we're going to have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.